Hi, everyone. Mark Moravitz here with Viasat Space for Good. Hopefully, you're not sick of seeing me by now. Another awesome interview today with our Viasat Space for Good 2025 first place winner, Kyra Manuel, who is coming to us live from London. Kyra, it's really good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Nice to see you too.
You still feeling pretty good about your incredible first place win last year in London?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, we are so proud of you and we're so thankful for you to be here today. So, starting off, can you tell us where are you going to uni? What are you studying and what are you hoping to what do you want to do in the future with your education and what do you want to do professionally?
Well, currently I'm studying aerospace engineering at Queen Mary University of London. And afterwards I plan on either going into further education, so like a master's in
Okay.
aerospace, and then onto industry to have actual impact on the world.
Okay. That sounds incredible, and we're very much looking forward to following your success and all the amazing things you will continue to do. So, Viasat Space for Good. Try to think back to maybe when you heard about it for the first time. Maybe it was through your school. What drew you to enter the challenge?
Mainly my interest in space, and I thought the concept of using space to benefit people was just like a really good, innovative thing. And just like when I was generating ideas, I was like, wow, this is really interesting. So that's probably what got me interested in the first place.
Okay. Did you find it was a pretty natural fit with what you're studying in school right now, or was it more maybe a bit of a stretch and quite a bit different than your formal studies?
Um, Both really. It
Sure.
was some of my background in engineering did help me, but also is like in terms of developing a concept and like looking into the business feasibility, that was something I'd never done before. So I definitely learned new skills and had to develop new ways to do things.
Okay, business feasibility. We've heard about that from some of our other finalists as well. Thank you for bringing that up. So thinking back to the process of Viasat Space for Good with you last year and the three phases, is there something about the program or the challenge that surprised you in a good way that you maybe didn't expect that ended up happening?
Um, Really the chance to have an industry mentor look at my idea and concept, as well as just the actual event, being able to talk to all these other like students who are also developing really cool ideas. It just like really showed me the innovation and like potential impact you can have in this sector. So I thought that was quite eye-opening.
Okay. Amazing. And it sounds like you had a really good experience at finals week with your fellow finalists. Is there a favorite memory you have from that week when you were presenting and then of course ended up winning first place?
Um, like I said, just the chance to speak to so many interesting people, both like inside and outside of engineering, just the things that people were doing were just really amazing.
Okay. And then maybe everyone's favorite question, students watching this all around the world who have either started their phase one Viasat Space for a Good concept or considering it, what advice do you have for them?
Um, to find a real problem, like something that you could say, oh wow, actually I do see why that would be like quite hard to solve. And then just like brainstorming, like even if it's a really strange idea, initially when I thought of lasers, I was like, is this even possible? But then when you start researching f further, you're like, wow, this is actually kind of a good idea. So I would say brainstorm, be as open to any ideas possible because you never know what might turn out to be a great idea.
So what was your process? You said identify a problem and almost like work backwards from that. What was your process when you were first starting to flesh out your idea?
So I first looked at like what the major problems were related around the space sector. And then so one thing that had been coming up in the news and just in general around that time was space debris was becoming a big problem. And it was quite an interesting problem because it's quite difficult to solve. So then once I set my sights on space debris, I was like, okay, let's just think of any way that it would be possible to solve this. So I came up with some really like crazy ideas. And then one was lasers, which was the one I followed through with. I mean, initially it was kind of just like, oh, we could use lasers. Like, is that even possible? Would that work? And then when I started researching further, it was like, yeah, this is actually a really good concept. It could work. So that's why I chose it because it was interesting and kind of science fiction, you know? Like when you tell people I'm using lasers, that's so cool.
I agree. Super cool. Well, Kyra, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us and with our Viasat Space for Good student competitors around the world. We look forward to following your amazing work over the coming decades, and we'll talk with you soon. So thank you, and thank you to our students. Bye, everyone.